Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, while Bitcoin is still forming this new pattern in the short term, Ethereum is getting very close to a possible breakout, which I'll talk about later in the video, so make sure to watch to the end. First of all, starting off on the daily Bitcoin chart, and over the last one day, not a lot has changed on this chart. So if you're new to the channel and you want to know more about this daily Bitcoin chart, then check out my last video on the channel to find out more. Because basically, as of right now, we're still seeing very low momentum here in the MACD. And as for the RSI, technically this is broken out, also playing out a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. But we need to be aware of a possible hidden bearish divergence forming on the daily Bitcoin chart, because obviously at the moment we do have lower highs in the price of Bitcoin in the daily candle closes, while also forming higher highs in the daily Bitcoin RSI. But at least for now, in order to become more confident in that potential hidden bearish divergence, we ideally need to actually invalidate, get rid of this bullish divergence on the daily time frame, which once again, as of right now, is still active. And once again, if you want to know more about that and that potential hidden bearish divergence and how to invalidate this bullish divergence, then check out my last video on the channel to find out more. So zooming straight into the shorter term, looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and as of right now, within this small bullish trend, of course, we're still taking a bit of a pause from that small bullish trend due to this small bearish divergence here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And so once again, this means just in the imminent shorter term, as in a matter of days, we should not really be expecting a lot of bullish momentum, and instead we're likely going to see either a bit of a pullback in the short term, if not some choppy sideways price action, which is basically what we are seeing. And while the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI is yet to form any decent higher lows and higher highs again, as of right now, this is technically still active, showing very low momentum in the shorter term, while the RSI is basically flat. And so the situation right now is due to this bullish divergence on the daily time frame. We're seeing a bit of a relief in the bullish direction on the daily chart, as we've seen over the last 1 to 1.5 weeks. But if you're zooming into a smaller time frame, this slight bullish relief looks more like a bullish trend on the smaller charts. And once again, just in the imminent short term, in the much shorter term here, we're basically taking a bit of a pause from that small bullish trend due to this bearish divergence. And as for short-term support and resistance, looking at the Fibonacci retracement tool, also on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, as of right now, we're still finding support at the 38.2% Fibonacci level of support, sitting at around 26.5k approximately. But if we end up seeing a confirmed break below that level, then the next levels of support to watch out for are, first of all, the 50% retracement level, sitting at just underneath 26.2k. And below that level, we also have the golden pocket sitting in between around 25.8k to 25.9k. And as for short-term resistance, we could find resistance right here, which was also previous resistance, sitting at approximately 26.8 to 26.9k, closer to 26.9k. And now staying on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and as of right now, we're still potentially forming that head and shoulders pattern here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, which I spoke about in my last video just yesterday. But as I also said in my last video, this potential head and shoulders pattern is not yet confirmed, because as of right now, we only have a left shoulder and a head, and we have not yet even formed the right shoulder for this potential head and shoulders pattern. And so basically, in order to confirm this pattern, we first need to see a bounce in the price of Bitcoin a few $100s higher, perhaps up towards that resistance at around 26.9k, and then a rejection back down to where we are right now. And then after that right shoulder forms, we would then need to see a confirmed break below this neckline, sitting at around 26.6k approximately. And if all of that happens, if we see a bounce, form the right shoulder, come back down and break below that level, then that would activate this head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern, setting up a price target further to the downside. And if you want to know what that price target to the downside is, then check out my last video on the channel, because once again, I went into more detail about all of this yesterday. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is still trading below this important area of resistance sitting in between around 1620 to 1660 approximately. And as for the daily Ethereum price oscillators, right now the MACD is still showing very low momentum, which means on the daily time frame we do not really have a strong direction at the moment. And as for the daily Ethereum RSI, once again, as of right now, we're still playing out an active bullish divergence on the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And so once again, this means we're due to see a reduced bearish momentum on the daily time frame, which usually plays out in the form of either choppy sideways price action, if not a slight bullish relief. And so essentially right now we're still taking a bit of a pause from that bearish trend here on the daily time frame. So we have not yet fully invalidated the daily bearish trend or confirmed a bullish trend reversal. But once again, at least for now, we're basically taking a bit of a pause, a bit of a consolidation within this bearish trend as of right now. And if you're zooming into the shorter term, looking at support and resistance on the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart, right now we're still finding support at the golden pocket sitting in between around 1570 to 1580 approximately. But if we end up seeing a confirmed break below the golden pocket, then we also have the 78.6% Fibonacci level of support sitting at around 1660. And below that level, we should also expect some support at these lows sitting at around 1530. And as for resistance, right now the price of ETH is actually coming into contact with this line of resistance at around 1.6k. And if we end up seeing a confirmed breakout back above 1.6k, then in that case we could expect a move up towards this level of resistance sitting at around 1615. And in a more bullish scenario, if we break out back above that level, then we could also find some resistance at around 1635. But either way, if you want to know how to make a lot of money in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways in the short term, like right now, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is bullish or bearish using AI, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action, like right now. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.